Hey guys, it's Kathy here, and I've just finished a new Christmas album that I'm really excited to share with you. This is an 8x8 album, and it's 14 pages. It's all been stitched, and I've used the Graphic45 12 Days of Christmas collection on this one. I'm going to list this album on eBay starting Sunday, November 3rd, and it ends on November 10th. And I'll put a link to that listing in the remarks section of the video. And I am doing the tutorial write-up for this album. This week I should have it in my Etsy shop around November 8th, Friday, November 8th. And I'll also put a link to that listing as soon as that is in the shop. So I will go ahead and get started on showing you this. On the cover I've cut out one of the images. I should start by saying that I've used both the 8x8 pads and the 12x12 pad in this album. It does take a lot of paper. If you want to use some filler papers on the inside of the features and things, you can get by with one of the 8x8 pads and one of the 12x12. It took about 1.5 of the 8x8s and then about half of the 12x12 pads. So just maybe some options if you don't want to buy quite that much of the paper. But I started by cutting out this from the 12x12 sheet. It's matted and then it's on an embossed die cut label from Spellbinders. This is a new Spellbinders die. These are petaloo flowers here, some beads, another die cut here that's been embossed. This is a chipboard tag from the collection, and I cut this out from one of the 12x12 papers. I actually glued and sewn these on to the ribbon, some little trim here. On the spine, there's the ribbon here, and then a little charm that I found, just a little vintage charm that went nicely with the colors that I used on the covers and in the collection. So have that there. This paper here I ran through an embossing folder and then inked it. Okay, and this also has a leather band closure, and I've run that through an embossing folder, and the Tim Holtz buckle here. So we'll go ahead and we'll get into this. This was so much fun to make. And I know it's going to be hard because it is so big. I'll try to stay in frame here as much as possible. So on the first page, I used the image from with the Christmas Carol here on it. This is magnetic closures on here. And pretty much I used all of the die cuts, and there's a little pockets and tags sheet. And so I tried to keep all of the embellishments from the collection itself. There's not really very little except for Spellbinders dies that I used to go along with it. So this opens up like this little flap, and it opens this way with a magnet. And then there's a little tag here in this pocket that pulls out, and that was from the pockets and tag sheet. And I've cut out a little swan here and popped it up, and so that's that. Some little rosebuds here. This is a die cut from the collection. I did use a little Martha Stewart branch punch in various places throughout the album. And on the second page, this is a little tag here. This is a chipboard tag from the collection, and it just kind of swings. There's not a whole lot of room there, but you could put, maybe a little bit of journaling on there. And then Spellbinders die cut behind it. More of the petaloo flowers. And this little tag is off one of the 8x8 sheets and just pulls out of that pocket. And then I've used the pennants, and this is really neat the way that Graphic45 is doing some of their add-ons now is they have these little pennant die cuts, and I've used them for the closures throughout the album, so they really came in handy. So this swings down, and then this opens this way, so there's more room here. And then this is a magnet closure here and opens up like this. And then I've cut some of the images out and placed them on the pages. I'll show you that as we go through. So that page there. Then on the second page, and I kind of did it, I wanted to showcase this collection has a lot of papers that really make sense when they're done as a whole. So a lot of the pages will reflect that. So on this one, these little are the pennants from the die cut collection, and this is like a little accordion fold here that opens up, and then again on the back. And this is a sticker from the collection that I just matted on cardstock here. More of the Martha Stewart branch punches, some rosebuds, and then this is a large photo mat that pulls out here, and then the big photo mat in the side pockets. We'll go ahead and close that back up. Okay, and then this is one of the first pages, those full sheet images that I was talking about. So what I did here, I wanted to keep, because they kind of tell a story, and I wanted to leave those as intact as possible, and I like the borders and everything. I popped up this little partridge here. These are also chipboard tags and everything for the closures. And then a ribbon closure on here. And in these pockets, this is from the 12 by 12. These are the tags in the bigger format. And then this opens and then opens down again like this. I hope I'm not going too far out of frame here so you can see that. I've cut out a little partridge here on that. And then there's the large side photo mat that pulls out. Oops, and I didn't pull this one out. This has a large tag too. So that one, and I'm not going to tie that right now. We'll just move on. Okay, on the next pages, really, really pretty papers. This one again is a little chipboard tag here that opens up, room for a little journaling or whatever. More of the petaloo flowers here. Another little tag from the 8x8 sheet that's in kind of a little belly band there. This is a magnet closure here, and this opens, and then there's a nice good sized photo mat that pulls out on the side. And then this little pennant here, just used it as a little swing tag again, and then this opens up and there's more room for photos in there. Okay, on the next page, another full-size sheet again. Popped up a little die cut here on this little flap. There's a little rose that is popped up here. Another chipboard tag from the collection, Spellbinder's die behind it. This is a magnet closure, and then this opens up this way for lots of room for photos. I'll cut one of the little birds out here on there, so lots of room for photos. While you may not, be coming in on photos on these, on the, papers like this, there's lots of room on the inside of those pages for photos. And then on the next page, again, I use the chipboard tags for the closures on here and some seam binding, another petaloo flower. I've popped up some of the, just cut these out from some of the papers and pop them up. It's just unwraps. And then this opens up, and got another little goose here and some holly. And then this is a pocket here with another good sized photo mat that pulls out. Actually, I'm going to put that back in there. And then on the side is another large tag or photo mat that pulls out. Then I did something different on this one. I've got little half pages here. So this is like technically page 8, front and back. There's a little pocket from that pocket and tag sheet with a little tag inside. And then these have little closures. So this opens up like this for room for more photos there. And then I'll go ahead and show you the back of this. It's just another place for a photo, and then a little photo mat that pulls out. And this is one of the tags. I just cut it down a little bit, matted it on there. And then on the 9th little half page, another place for a photo here, some more rosebuds, the Martha Stewart punch here. This is a sticker from the collection. And then this little tag here done the same way. That pulls out. And then the back side of that is another one of the pockets, the little tag that pulls out, and then same little closure here, and then more room for photos there. So that is those pages. And then on this one again, another of the full sheets, a chipboard tag from the collection. This is another little die cut. And I popped up some of the flowers here. This is a magnet on this flap, and then this opens this way. I hope I'm getting this all in. And then this is another little tag from the 8x8 sheet. Just a little belly band there that it slides into, and then this opens up this way. So you got room here for photos and lots of room here. Cut out a little swan. So this was just so much fun. Okay, and then on this page, popped up a little rose here. Again, used the pennants here. Well, I'll go ahead and show you this. There's a large photo mat here on the side that pulls out. And then these swing to the side. And this is a split page. So it opens up like this, and then opens again like this. So you got lots of room here. I've cut out the little lady here. And then on each of these flaps, I've used the pennant dies, and room for photos on there, and then these each swing open. So you've got more room behind them for more photos. And everywhere that I've sewn where all of the stitching has ended, I've used either I've cut out an image from the collection, or I've used one of the small little die cuts there to hold the threads. So we'll just go ahead and close that back up. Now, even though the way I made it, it looks really bulky and everything. A lot of that is because of the really dimensional flowers and things that I used in that. If you went in with things that are flatter, your pages would probably lay a little flatter in here. So this is a chipboard tag from the collection here. This is just a little belly band, with a pocket, large photo mat that pulls out, and then another large photo mat on the side. Lots of room in this one. And then on the last pages, slide this over again. Another petaloo flower. I popped up some holly here. Another die cut from the collection here, and this is a magnet again, and opens up and then opens up like that. So lots of room here. Cut him out, and that catches like that. And then on the last page, and this is a ribbon closure here, and it opens up like this, and then room here and here, opens down. Little room here if you wanted to put some smaller photos, or you could even do some journaling there, and then opens up like that. So there's that. And then on the back cover, whoops, just another page from the collection. I did use the Tim Holtz metal photo corners on the album, and again on the ribbon here I did these little jewelry pieces that are glued and sewn on. So there it is. I hope you liked it. It's been really a labor of love on this one. And as I said, I will have a link to the eBay listing on this album that ends on November 10th in the remarks section, and the tutorial I'll be working away on that this week, so I should have that in on Friday, and I will put a link to that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.